Have you ever woken up and felt that life was unbearably heavy? You look at others and ask yourself, why are they happier, luckier, and why am I so miserable? I lived like that for many years. Every morning when I opened my eyes, instead of gratitude, I only felt emptiness. I thought, maybe I was born to suffer. I threw myself into the race for more money, more success, more love, more recognition. I believed that only when I achieved enough would I deserve happiness. But the more I ran, the more exhausted I became. Like a thirsty traveler chasing a mirage in the desert, never able to reach water. Then one day, by chance, I heard a teaching from Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. Those 8 words struck me still. I realized that all this time I had been searching for something that was never truly lost. And from that moment, my life began to change. My suffering did not come from poverty, but from comparison. At school, I was always behind my classmates. As I grew up, I saw colleagues getting promoted, others enjoying beautiful love stories, people laughing joyfully on the streets, while I felt I had nothing. The more I compared, the more I believed I was destined for unhappiness. Each morning that should have been bright turned into gloom because of the thought, today will be as meaningless as yesterday. If you've ever lived in a big city, New York, London, Paris, or Tokyo, you may know the feeling. Everyone around you seems busy, successful, smiling, yet inside you feel only emptiness. The truth is this: we do not suffer because we lack something. We suffer because we believe we do not deserve happiness. And then I heard the words of the Zen master, happiness is the way. At first I thought it was simply beautiful, like a line of poetry. But when I sat still, repeating it silently in my heart, I realized something profound. I had always postponed happiness into the future, placing it at some distant destination. But when the future comes, it is only another present moment. If I cannot be happy now, then tomorrow will be no different. That day, I sat in my small room, watching sunlight stream through the window, and for the first time in years, I smiled. Not because I had achieved anything, but simply because I was still breathing, still alive, still present. I began to breathe deeply, walk slowly, drink tea in mindfulness. And to my surprise, happiness appeared in the smallest acts that I had always ignored. Some sayings sound simple at first, but when we pause and reflect, we realize their power can change an entire life. For me, Thich Nhat Hanh's words were exactly that. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. Just 8 words, yet they turned my whole understanding of life upside down. From childhood, we are taught, study hard to get a good job. Get a good job to earn more money. Earn more money to buy a house, a car, to gain respect. And when you have all of that, then, and only then, you will be happy. This way of thinking makes happiness a future destination, always out of reach. And so we spend our lives waiting, worrying, feeling deprived. Even when we reach one goal, we immediately set another, and happiness is delayed again to another tomorrow. The Zen master's words tore away that illusion. He reminded us, happiness is not a prize at the end of the road. Happiness is the way you walk the road. Imagine climbing a mountain. If all you think about is the summit, every step will feel heavy and tiring. But if you stop to take a deep breath, to admire a flower by the path, to listen to the birds singing, then each step itself becomes happiness. And when you finally reach the peak, that joy is only a continuation, not the beginning. Likewise, if you cannot be happy now, you will not be happy tomorrow. Because when tomorrow arrives, it is only another today. What the Zen master wanted to emphasize is this: happiness is not in the future. Happiness exists only in the present. It is in every breath you take, every step you walk, every moment you are truly alive. If you know how to return to the present, you will see happiness has never left you. But if you abandon the present, chasing after a vague tomorrow, then no matter what you achieve, your heart will still feel empty. This is not just a beautiful philosophy, it is a practice. Every time I slow my breath and smile, I realize I am already walking on the path of happiness. Every time I drink a cup of tea in mindfulness, I no longer wait for someday when I succeed to be happy. I am happy right there in that very moment. And gradually, I understood. Happiness is not in the result. Happiness is in the journey. It is not something distant. It is simply the ability to be fully present with this very moment. When I reflect, I see that this teaching is not just for me. It is for all of us. Those who keep running through life, chasing, but forgetting to live. The Zen master reminds us, stop, breathe, walk in peace. Because the path you are on right now is already happiness. In the Four Noble Truths, the Buddha taught, life is suffering. Suffering has causes. Suffering can be ended. And there is a path to end suffering. Looking back, I clearly saw the root of my suffering was comparison and clinging to the idea that I am unhappy. To end suffering, I had to change the way I looked at life. The image of the lotus blooming from the mud became a living symbol. No mud, no lotus, no suffering, no happiness. Mindfulness is the key that allows us to truly touch the present moment, to see that both mud and lotus exist, and that both are necessary. I began with small steps. Mindful breathing, 3 deep breaths to pause amidst chaos. Smiling, a gentle smile softens the heart and spreads peace to others. Gratitude for the little things, sunlight, birdsong, a simple meal, all are miracles. Turning daily acts into meditation, washing dishes, walking, eating, all became moments of mindfulness. Sitting quietly and listening, just 10 minutes a day was enough to help me see what was truly in my heart. Gradually, I realized I didn't need to wait for something grand to be happy. Happiness was already there, in every breath, in every step. At first, I wanted to avoid suffering, but then I realized suffering itself was the teacher that taught me how to understand and love. A friend of mine in London once shared. After losing his job, he fell into crisis. But through learning mindfulness, he discovered that his fear was actually an invitation to rediscover himself. Today, he teaches meditation to young people, a lotus blooming out of the mud. That story helped me see more deeply. Happiness is not the absence of suffering. Happiness is the ability to embrace and transform suffering. The Buddha said, "If there is no darkness, how could you ever recognize the value of the dawn?" Suffering is the fertile soil from which true happiness grows. Through this journey, I have learned one simple truth. Happiness is not in the future. Happiness is the path we are walking. If you are feeling unhappy right now, please remember, you are not lacking any conditions to be happy. Pause, take a deep breath, and realize you are alive, you are breathing, you are hearing these words. Happiness is present in this very moment. I would like to invite you to share. Has there ever been a single sentence that changed your life? Leave it in the comments below. Perhaps your words will become the light for someone else, just as Thich Nhat Hanh's words illuminated my path. If this podcast has brought you a sense of peace, please press like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that each week we can sit together again, breathe, and learn more wisdom from the Buddha's teachings. May you walk your path with mindfulness, smiling even in the rain, and planting seeds of happiness with every step.